Arshi and her parents are bound to travel from Mumbai to Ajmer for her cousin Cholu's wedding, but they miss their flight. Arshi, who was unwilling to travel to the wedding, had earlier gone into hiding at her friend's place. But she returns after her mother pleads with her on the phone to do so. Cholu tells Arshi's father Papaji that his friend's music troupe is traveling on their bus to Ajmer to perform at his wedding and that he has arranged their travel with them. The next day Arshi and her parents reach the scheduled place and start their journey. Her father disapproves of the troupe's habits such as using expletives, drinking and smoking early in the morning. Sasha is the lead singer of the troupe. Ahmed, Jigme, our other members, are courteous towards the family. Sasha is a modern girl who calls spade a spade and hits back at Papaji when he casually remarks that their music is noise. Arshi is in a somber mood and does not speak when the troupe members try to interact with her. This further angers Papaji. However, his wife tries to calm down his nerves. Slowly, the ice between Arshi's parents and the troupe breaks and they start interacting freely. Somewhere in the afternoon, they halt in the middle of the highway to take a break. As the troupe members are outside and the family is inside the bus, Papaji scolds Arshi for her stone-cold attitude. Arshi cannot take it anymore and runs out in the open and cries her heart out. The troupe members try to console her. She tells them that she would turn 18 the next day and would get engaged at the wedding ceremony of Cholu. The troupe members are shocked but realize that they are helpless. Arshi tells them that she had run away to her friend's place, but could not see her mother crying and pleading. So she returned. Her mother cares about Arshi, but has silently submitted herself to the archaic societal practices. Her parents are under the pressure of being ostracized from their extended family and social circle if they do not follow traditional rites. Arshi tells them that on one side she cannot see her mother crying and pleading to her, and on the other end she cannot imagine her future with an unknown person at such tender age. In the evening when they enter Udaipur city, Papaji gets down for personal work and the rest of them take a detour to the hotel of Tiger, a mutual friend, and plan to rest for an hour or so. Tiger is a gracious host and strikes chords with Arshi's mother, who was initially reluctant to get out of the bus. All of them have a good time at the hotel with some dance and music. Later we see the troupe in deep slumber at a dhaba. The owner of the dhaba answers the call on Arshi's mother's phone and wakes her up. Cholu, who had called her, tells her that Papaji is trying to connect them for a long time and tells her to send him their location immediately. She runs towards the bus and finds everyone in deep sleep. She wakes up Arshi and she sends Papaji the location of the place. Jigme later realizes that Tiger had laced their tea with opium, which everyone seemed to have enjoyed. Arshi's mother and Sasha start cooking dinner because the dhaba has run out of food. While cooking, Sasha confronts her with very pointed and intimate questions, and for most of them, she has a negative answer. Finally, she acknowledges that she has followed societal norms dedicated towards family and in this process completely forgotten about her intimate and personal feelings. Sasha tells her that being a free-spirited girl, she admires her sacrifices for the family but indirectly questions if she would want the same fate for Arshi. After an eventful journey, the next day they reach the wedding venue and settle in their respective rooms. Later on the wedding eve, Papaji faces humiliation from his sister and brother-in-law because he got just ₹500,000 for the wedding, while they were expecting at least 2 to 3 times bigger amount. They remind him that because of their efforts they are able to marry their daughter in a reputed family. He is deeply hurt by this humiliation and forced to rethink his understanding of the societal structure and his daughter's future. Arshi tells the troupe that she wants to spend the night with them. Sasha conveys this to her mother and they continue their discussion from the previous night. She does acknowledge the merit in her argument and at the same time expresses like music notes. Everyone has a different approach to life. Later in the night, Arshi's parents have an intimate conversation after a long time and Arshi's mother tells Papaji that from the bottom of her heart she truly does not care about the societal norms, which also strikes a chord with him. The next day we see the entire family happily boarding the music troupe's bus back to Mumbai.